When things fall apart. If there's one thing we can be sure of, it's that life is full of ups and downs. Transformative changes, things like divorce, loss, grief, illness, or mental health struggles, can truly shake us. For many, especially women and mothers, these moments often hit harder because we're the ones holding it all together, even as things seem to unravel. The U.S. is going through a mental health crisis, and it's particularly prevalent among mothers. Studies show that 1 in 5 women experience mental health conditions like anxiety or depression, with mothers at an even higher risk. In fact, 1 in 7 women experience postpartum depression, a reminder that the transition into motherhood isn't always blissful. As of 2023, nearly 10% of U.S. women reported frequent mental distress, highlighting how the pressures of caregiving, work-life balance, and societal expectations can compound stress. Co-founder Tiffany Tam's postpartum story. Soon after giving birth to her second child just last year, co-founder of KIM+ONO, Tiffany Tam, said life became obstacle after obstacle. While the normal postpartum life of sleep-deprived nights, difficulties nursing, and parenting 2 kids at once for the first time would have been obstacles enough, Tiffany also had to contend with a stomach bleed that landed her in the hospital, receiving CPR, an immediate blood transfusion, and a few days in the ICU. After that ordeal, she battled with postpartum anxiety and depression and fell into a dark place. Hear from Tiffany herself.
I lost myself, and honestly, the depression part was even harder than being in the hospital. The physical and mental drain of it was just impossible to bear. I couldn't feel happiness even though I had my beautiful kids. Everything was fine around me, but I wasn't.
Like so many women, Tiffany kept putting everyone and everything else first, to the detriment of her own health. That's when she realized she needed and deserved support and reached out to her doctors. It's been an ongoing journey of relearning how to care for herself. Here's Tiffany again.
I had to do whatever that made me feel good. I had to give myself compassion and learn not to be so hard on myself. That was kind of what set me back on track. It's still a learning process to set my boundaries, but I've learned that self-care is such an important part of your daily routine, even if it's just something small. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Wrapping the ones you love in self-care. When you or someone you love is going through a difficult time, it doesn't take a grand gesture to make them feel less alone. Sometimes just a phone call or a text to say you're thinking of them is enough comfort for one moment. Don't be afraid to bring up the difficult topics and allow yourself to imperfectly show up for the people you love. Showing up is the operative phrase here. If you feel like you have more capacity to be there for your loved ones, share your own difficulties without asking for advice or needing their help, or even give them a thoughtful gift. Many of our customers have chosen kimono robes as a gesture to say, I'm thinking of you, I support you, you deserve the best, you'll get through this, you are incredible. They've gifted these soft, luxurious kimono robes as a reminder to their loved ones to take good care of themselves, wrap themselves in comfort, and make self-care part of their healing practice. While we can't control life, we can control how we show up for it. And each time we show up for each other, we create connections that strengthen and support all of us, no matter what life throws our way.